I had to. The farmers are out for blood. And? Don't play stupid. We both wanted Otto gone. Now he is. I didn't kill him, did you? Why would you ask me such a thing? Because of the note, you stupid cow. Because of the note that sent you into barracks. Because you're behaving like a woman who committed a murder and is afraid of being caught. How could you? Stop. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you did or didn't. He's dead. The idiot peasants can beat the ground with their pitchfork and nothing will come of it. What about that artist? Could be a problem. Have you done anything to raise his suspicions? I don't think so. Good, then just wait. Time will run out for Peter and the rest of his worthless kind. The abbot will stay in power, pilgrims will keep coming to the shrine and staying at your inn. Yes, good. Thank you for putting my mind at ease. Be quiet, go home, don't come here again, unless it's for a quick fuck. If you want comfort, talk to your fat husband. Don't bother me with your hysteria. Of course, I'm sorry. Okay. I'm glad we're finally out of there, Master. What a strange adventure. You think Mistress Hannah could have killed Otto? She's only pretending to care about the town's safety. She's only concerned with the shrine staying open. Why would that make her want to kill Otto? If the peasants overthrew the abbot, they might loot and destroy the shrine. Without the hand of St. Moritz, there's not much reason for pilgrims to travel to Kiersau. There's hardly be any visitors to the Golden Hand. Exactly. Now we know Hannah has a motive. It's possible she'd kill to protect her family's inn. We need to talk to Nico and Killian to see just how committed she was. But first, let's go back to the guest house and clean up. People will get suspicious if we walk around town like this. Good idea. I mean, we have one day. Prior's house. Time for food. Zimmerman, Werner's. Go eat with the Hello, who's there? She's blind now? Oh, Mother Illuminata said you'd return. Is there someone else with you? Yes, my apprentice. Bless you, Caspar. You smell even more of pain than your master. Sister Margaret is blind. She relies on her other senses. Oh, thank you. You're funny. Anyway, I should go. Mother Illuminata doesn't like it when we're distracted from our duties. Bless you. And you too. I don't know what to think there. Good. I was hoping you would come by. You need me for something? Yes. I was hesitant to distract you from your investigation. And I do not often leave the confines of Kiersau even to the best of times, which these are decidedly not. God bless you. As our brothers are trapped in the library, it is unlikely they have received any nourishment. Can the sisters just take food to them? The peasants are unruly. I'll need you to guide the sisters past them, through the crypt and on to the brothers. I see you remember it well enough. Good thing the peasants haven't found it. The sisters will say it needs to be tended to after all of the mayhem that transpired there. Escort them and the food to the brothers in the library and return when you're finished. Good. Sister Gertrude and Sister Matilda will go with you. Okay, let's go. Hey, no one is supposed to be in the church. What are you doing here? We're trying to clean up some of your mess. Take it easy, Carl. The sister needs to attend their duty. Need to clean the crypt and say prayers for the abbots and abbesses buried there. Assuming you haven't looted all their tombs as well. That's not a... Peter told us that we'll not let anyone in the church. Come on, it's not like the sister are hiding anything in the skirt. Let's go through Carl's. First storming the monastery, now stopping the sister from doing their ordained duty. Are you trying to put your soul at risk, Carl? That's not faith. You know the abbot is putting up us by keeping the holy relics from us. I can't persuade him, man. Look at this, it's so low. Even God overturned tables in the temple when the leader against... My God. Ah. The brothers will just have to hold on for now. I'll let Mother Illuminata know. We tried. Good luck. Time to sleep. I mean, how can you know? Someone's gonna die and we got no clue. We're gonna go to bed and then the next morning it's don't have a lot of info here. Shia LaBeouf, man. Shia LaBeouf. Shia LaBeouf. What? Get up. Wake your boy too. What are y'all doing here? We're getting you. You're needed in the comments. Let's go. We'll be asking the questions, Maler. All right. Coming. My God. I mean, waking up like that? Not the best way to, What's going on? It's the middle of the night. Yeah, buddy. Something has happened. Don't worry. I won't let anything happen to you. I won't let anything happen to you, buddy. All right, now that everyone's here, we can start. Start what? We're holding a trial for Otto's murder. You're the one with the evidence. Are you mad? What about the law? We should wait for the judge, not do it ourselves. Peter the Duke will pounce on any hint of rebellion. We can't let this go. Where's the judge, buddy? We don't have the time. While we have the abbot, we can find justice on our own terms. If we lose this advantage, Father Gernot will make sure no one ever investigates Otto's death. What do you have found? We're all waiting. I barely had a day and I can hardly come up with a conclusion so soon. Answer the man! Give us the killer! Well, you better fucking decide or you can watch the damn abbey go up in flames. My God. It was like that back in the day, right? People would get... The time it took for them to judge and kill people was so fast. I have a woman in labor right next door. This behavior is shameful. If she loses her child because of this, it will be on your souls. I know you want justice for my husband, for your friends, but I don't want anything that gets worse than they already are. Please, Dad, give Andrea a little bit more time. Fine. You've got until that baby is born. Work fast, Maler. Until the baby is born, eh? Good evening. It is customary in feasting that the people gather in the commons in the middle of the night. We do what we need to be done. Who's asking? My name is Tristan von Kronberg. I'm here on behalf of the Duke of Bavaria. The Duke is aware that you have been distributing and discussing the 12 articles. He is also aware that you have been disputing conditions of taxation and land use with the Abbot of Kiersau. The Duke is merciful. He does not seek to punish fasting for basa disputes, but his mercy has limits. The Duke has become aware that you have imprisoned the Abbot and monks of Kiersau within the Abbey. This is insult. This is rebellion. For this, there can be neither tolerance nor mercy. You have until sunset tomorrow to vacate Kiersau Abbey and release the abbot and all monks. If this is not done, the Duke soldier will enter the town and the abbey in force. As certain as night follows day, they will kill every man and boy who stands in their way. No, never wanted to threaten the abbot, sir. We wouldn't listen to our demands. We're starving. Such efforts were necessary since the townsfolk are also suffering under the abbot's increased tax. The Duke is aware of the town's complaints and finds some merits in them. He believes some concessions can be made regarding the death tax and use of the forest for woods. Of course, only under the strict condition that the abbot is released unharmed. What does the peasants get? What about our taxes? What about the right to use the woods for grazing, for fishing? The Duke is unwilling to make an additional concession. You can release the abbot and take what is offered, or you can remain defiant and face the consequences. It will yield you little save steel. Sunset tomorrow. Sunset tomorrow? One day. Have one day? My God. Rude awakening. One day to figure out the killer. Okay. All right. So we gotta go journal. The Golden Hand. I should speak to Nico Berger at the Golden Hand and see if he or his family have heard anything from people around town. I can find land house in the meadow just outside town. Okay, let's go. Nico! Nico! Hey! Oh, Chocolatino. Oh, you gotta pet Schlum if you see him. Pet the Schlau. I'm gonna call him Tex, and I'm gonna bring him home. Look at him, little. He just wants to get the scrubby. Okay, let's go. Nico! No, I don't want to go there. The Golden Hand. Hey, what's up? Where's Nico? Joshua? Killian? I think I need to speak to Killian too. You have a moment? Sure. What do you need? Is something wrong? No, I wanted to just know if you notice anything odd about your mom. Does she ask you to watch the inn by yourself very often? Oh, well, sometimes, I guess. Dad and I look after the place more in the evening when she gets tired, but lately she's been leaving during sex. She says she brings food over to the townfolk at the rat house. So I usually watch the inn until she gets back. There was one other time. Go on. Mom left in a hurry one night, and when I was cleaning up around the bar, I found this note. He will destroy the abbey. He will swallow the hand of St. Moritz, the rat house, after St. John's fire. Another note, I've seen several like this before. Oh, but what does it mean? St. John's fire. I wonder if that means the bonfire. This note is written in the same hand as the one 7 years ago. It couldn't have been left by one of the guests. The note could have been for one of your parents then, but when? I don't know. I don't want anyone to destroy the abbey, even if the abbot is cruel to the peasants. I'll keep that from happening. I hope the note helps, Master. Yeah. I should get back. See you, man. Nico. What's up, Nico? I'm Nico. I own the land house and run it with my wife and our son. I believe you are Master Maler, yes? Honored to meet you. You're quite well known here. When you arrived in town, one of the locals said you lived here a few years back. Yeah, I worked for the abbey. I see. I heard that you were involved in solving a murder. Yeah, out of necessity. The wrong man was being accused of the crime, a friend of mine. Are you trying to ask me to solve? Yeah. I heard it was the town stonemason. Revenge for a love affair gone wrong. I don't want to talk about it. All right. I just find it to be an interesting story. Well, I should be. Till then. That's it? Okay. I mean, what else have we got then? Got nothing else. Journal. Hannah, speaking with, yeah, I suggested soldier approach. Miller. Golden hand. The Miller. I guess I gotta go to the Miller. Yeah, Miller, I suppose. The mill. Miller's house. Hey, Paul. Hey, that's Pretty Take's dog. Hello, Master Maler. You're Paul, right? I don't think we spoke last time I was in Tassing. Yeah, I was just a kid then. How are you doing? I'm alright. Dad keeps talking about his new hunting rifle. It scares me. They're a brutish weapon, deadly when handled with the experience, even for... I understand Paul, while he was traveling, he saw rows of soldiers. Firearms are just tools. There's no reason to be afraid of them. I'm not scared of guns, man. I'm scared of people holding guns. Are you scared he might use it? I don't know. I hope not. I need to go. Forget I said anything. Please. Until later. Pet Staub. Let's pet the Staub. Who's a good boy? Who's a good boy? Hey, Leonard. Who's asking? Leonard Miller. I run Tassing Mill. I'm sure you have. After living with the Gertners and less than half of the... It's true, I'm sure. I just wanted to introduce myself. It's not every day someone comes back, especially to investigate a second murder. Quite unfortunate timing for you. Quite fortunate for you given your meal with Baltus and Dr. Stolz. Real killer and prevent more bloodshed. Maybe it's a good thing I was here. Just stall them. Either they'll see the error or their ways and send soldiers. Yeah. A show of force. That will quench the peasants' bloodlust. Sure, if you say so. I do. In any case, if you get tired of investigating, my door is open. If you'd like to join my family for a meal, see the mountains, just let me know. Mountains? Yeah, for a brief hunt. Hunt? Yeah, for deer. I might be able to help you get some perspective on the situation. With soldiers surrounding the town, are you sure that's safe? They're surrounding the peasants. The Duke knows I support the abbot. I always have. You and I aren't in danger. If we want to hunt, we can hunt. Wow. If it would help, I can tell you that what I know, and I know a fair deal. What do you know? No, come hunting with me and I'll tell you. Sure. I understand. All right. Maybe a hunting accident will happen? It suits me just fine. I always love a good hike. I had a chance to hike the Carpathian. Yeah, there you go. They're beautiful, but dangerous places to be in a storm. Oh, our Bavarian Alps hold danger on their own. Well, take a moment to appreciate the view. Let me know when you're ready to continue. Time for a quick sketch. I don't know. What a waste of time. Look, you can see the Duke's soldier getting information around the town. Perhaps Peter has no idea what he's gotten the peasants into. Come nightfall, it will be too late. Only if I can't find Otto's killer before then. I'm rather happy about the whole situation. I am. It's about time the peasants were brought back in line, reminded of the order of things. All that space devoted to fields, it's a pity. We need the peasants to work them. Why do you hate peasants so much? I'd say they're worthless, but they do necessary labor, I suppose. Even so, they're filthy brutes, idiots to the last, fit only to toil. It's hard to really think of them as people. My God. My father taught me that if you try to help a peasant, they'll only drag you down into their muck, like a dumb cow stuck in mud. It's best to leave them to their fate. Still, their women are of some value. Don't misunderstand me, they're as stupid as the men, but they do have some charms. When they're young, of course. They age like buttermilk in the sun. Well, that's enough talk for now. Are you ready to heads up? Yeah, let's go. This guy, though, man. Deer come through this clearing at all times of year. There's a natural blind up ahead. We can watch from there. Crossbow? I have to admit, I didn't think much of you when you were last in Tassing. Poor artist and all that. What changed? You made something of yourself. Became a master in Nuremberg. 7 years, you've gone from boarding in a run-down peasant hovel to running your own successful workshop. Men like us make our own fortune. Peter Gertner with foil the same field his father did until he dropped. Big Jorg will do the same. Peasants ask for the world, but they can't even comprehend what's outside of their tiny plot of land. This rebellion by the farmer, it won't go anywhere. Whether it ends peacefully or violently, they won't win. If they need a scapegoat for Otto's death, look at Martin Bauer. Why would he want to kill Otto? Martin didn't want to support Otto's little rebellion. He was quite happy with the way things were. Something changed recently, I think. Otto learned something about Martin that Martin didn't want us to get out. It was dire enough to change Martin from resisting Otto to wholeheartedly supporting him in front of the town. How fortunate is that you were eating with Werner and Baltus when the murder happened? Must have been Providence. Wouldn't want me punished for something I didn't do. Get down. There, see him? Truly. Look at that. You gonna shoot me? Take the shot. We missed. This gun isn't the most accurate, but I hit the deer. What more do you want? Relax. You're fine. Let's find the stag. I can't have gone that far. It's not dead yet. Looks like we both wounded it, but not enough. It's easy enough to kill a dumb beast when it's helpless. Seem to take pleasure in overpowering helpless creatures. Now then, let's find a long stick to carry the deer. It was a good hunt. Thank you for coming with me. I went with you hoping you would tell me something useful about Otto's death. And I did. Maybe it wasn't what you wanted, but I did really care about what you want. Think about what I said about Martin. I'll look into it. I'm glad to hear it. Good luck. It's not clear, man. It's not clear what it is. I wonder if from the dev's perspective, if there's like an official... If from the dev's perspective, like there's an official murder. There's someone who's like in the dev's mind is like the official. It's clear that that's the killer. Or if it's even the dev is like, yeah, doesn't. No one knows. No one knows exactly who did what. And that's the goal of the game. Based on who you are, you'll accuse different people. So I gotta go see Martin, I guess. My address. Because you can, I mean, you can discuss, you can, even when you get all the information, it's not like a Scooby-Doo mystery where the answer is clear. What have you come back to? This is all awful, just awful. I should never have allowed Klaus to publish the 12 articles. This is what happens when common people get agitated by reading nonsense. Something, yes. Just because a commoner has learned to read, that does not mean he can fully comprehend any book he finds. Some of these texts are written to inflame passion. They're not all written with modest intentions. These pamphlets, these books, can make people crazed furious. Sister Amalis and I have seen that happens when good people become part of a mob. What do you mean? Before we came to Tassing, I was a priest at a town near Benedictine Convent. The town was full of good people. But the good people were whipped into a panic by an educated. He had read the Malleus Maleficarum. It had put ideas into his head. The witch hunting manual. The author was driven out of Innsbruck, wasn't he? Yeah. The words of that had not reached our doctor. One thing the book's author and the doctor shared was a contempt for and hatred of women. In the convent, the doctor saw a coven of witches. In Sister Amelie, he saw not a mystic, but a woman possessed by evil spirit, speaking of blasphemy. But surely the local magistrate didn't believe that. No, he did not, but that didn't matter. The doctor inflamed his neighbor's fear. No matter what I did, no matter what I said, it made no difference. They wouldn't listen to reason. They wouldn't even listen to scripture. In the dead of night, they gathered at the convent and set fire to it. Sister Amelie was lucky to escape with her life. The rest of the nuns were not as fortunate. So I am all too aware of what can happen when a mob forms. I should have known it would happen again. This is my fault. You can't blame yourself for this, Father. Why not? I share more than a small measure of responsibility. You'd think that Otto's death would have shocked the farmers into abandoning a hopeless cause. It's only inflamed them. Do what you can to keep the peasants calm. I'm still looking for Otto's killer. It should have never come to this. The abbot should have known he was playing with fire. I will, but I fear this all be gone from my control. I suppose there's no good fretting about what's already happened. I have to minister to the people of the town as best I can, given the circumstances, and pray for the best. Speaking of which, I need to hear confession from the townsfolk. It grieves me to say, but with soldiers on their way, this might be the last confession some of them will have. I expect they'll be coming in after dinner. If you could excuse me, I need to prepare. Of course. You gotta hide and listen to the confessions. Well, that's the labyrinth that I did last time. Where does he go for the confessions? The mill? That's another way to the. Oh, they both lead to the same place then. We got to go to Martin. You like the game? Yeah. I mean, it takes the first hour is sort of like you're hesitating to come in. Once you get into the game, it's a nice original experience. It's something that you will experience once, right? Like once you. I mean, I think there's replay value because it feels like the game's gonna have a gray area where. It's a unique experience. It's not the most exciting. It's not the most, extravagant or high gameplay experience, but it delivers something that you can only experience that is unique in that way. And it gains a lot of interest and points from that. And it's good enough. I think the hardest part is the first hour and a half of the game to get in, when you're just reading and walking around and you're not quite, you don't understand the universe yet. But once you get past that part, I think it becomes very interesting. I believe, yeah, I think it's going to be like, I don't know. It's like you try to find the right answer, but there might not be a right answer, you know? Just like the train, the question about the train that we talked about earlier. Maybe there is no right answer. Maybe you make decisions, but whatever you choose, it doesn't really feel right at the end, and it's always like a bit of a gray area, and there might be multiple endings. I feel like there's definitely there's probably multiple endings. Maybe maybe there's one true ending, but it's really unclear and maybe it's not even sure which one it is, you know?